How's it going, everybody? Wanted to go ahead and share with you all my new spoiler. For anybody that's new or doesn't know me, I'm Ghoul. I do content where I talk about kind of the metagame, high level play, low level play. I've done budget deck profiles in the past, full set reviews. I'm a now two times world qualified player in the game, so I like to think I know a little bit about what I'm talking about, but uh, yeah, if you don't mind, go ahead and give us a subscribe if you haven't. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get like why people are actually here. We're past 30 seconds, so I have a exclusive spoiler, which is Ninja. So Ninja is a two-cost standard unit backup from Category 14, and when he enters the field, you choose a forward. It gains when this forward deals damage to your opponent. You draw a card until the end of the turn. Um, so I have had a decent number of spoilers. Actually, I have a little mini uh somewhere in my little decks set on Materia Hunter. I just have a list of all my spoilers just to like keep track of it. I think this is like weirdly one of the strongest spoilers I've ever gotten. Where's my little spoilers thing? I know it's around here. I'll just search it. Yeah, there we go. But I mean, some of these cards have seen competitive play, but this is the one that I feel is the most likely to see play right now. Like the biggest comparison I can get is it's kind of like an alchemist with a different condition. And these are some of the best backups of all time, right? These if you control 3 or more, they become free. This isn't free, but it is a 2 CP backup that draws a card, which is kind of the same thing. And there's no color requirement. Like you could play this in Water Lightning. I think that's a deck that it very cleanly slots into as a deck that probably doesn't mind having some potentially free backups to dig and try to find more of their pieces. You get that early Moth Slasher down. Your opponent's not blocking it anyway. And in a very similar way to Alchemist, I think it actually pairs really well there. And there's really, not a lot of these two-cost backups that can actually become free. And most of the ones that can, I think, have seen some amount of play. Like you look at like two-cost backups in general, it's a pretty crowded category, obviously, but it really is a little segment that like any number of these could be suspect for play at any given time. Like I think Isla is like criminally very underrated card. Chadley has seen some competitive experimentation. Seven's archetypal but crazy, obviously. Maro Torgal is a card that really doesn't have any text in theory outside of allowing you to play Clive in mono fire or mono ice and still sees all kinds of play. Bartz is a card that can be free under the right circumstances. So I don't know. I can't help but feel really optimistic when you look at and especially if you go for water two costs in particular. I actually think the pool is surprisingly relatively shallow. No pun intended. I think like I said, Isla's a great card. I think she's like criminally underplayed. But we start going down here. I mean, I've played a bit of Cecil. I think Moogle FFTDA is actually a decent bonus effect to have. This Ferris is decent. Satara is obviously good, but these standard units have not been as good. I mean, you look at Dancer and Blue Mage; these are not as strong as the other standard units in their cycle, in my opinion. We keep going further. Alchemist obviously is part of the same one, but Fisher's not really a very playable card. Um, this cycle never, the Night Opus 19 cycle never really took off. So, yeah, I feel like this is a card that has a real shot. A couple cards that I would expect to see happen a lot. Of course, the boy. I think Leo, obviously. Turn one backup, turn two Leo, turn three Ninja is like a play pattern that can get you the draw pretty quickly. Any kind of like a water lightning deck, I think it has a lot of potential in. Water fire. If you could play this, target a Firion, and then just draw two cards, that seems very strong. Fairyland's a card that they don't really want to block anyway. Warriors, honestly, could see some competitive usage. Trying to think if there is any warrior decks that did well. It was like a mono fire. I don't remember if there was any water fire warriors. And maybe the North American Championship, I can find one. Yeah, right here. So now we can, make our Zidanes, draw us a card, a card that literally can't be blocked. Tyvis is a very difficult card to, actually deal with. And there's not a lot of water backups this deck actually wants to play. Like it's on the Sarahs, it's on one Larsa, but there's quite a few fire backups. So uh, the competition it does have, and the one reason it might not see play, is the 3 cost water backups are actually quite good. Um, Astrologian, obviously, very strong card. And my personal favorite, Bunny. Bunny is a super powerful card, obviously, as well. But yeah, let me know what you think if you're interested, if you think the card has any good potential. Oh, something I didn't mention actually is it is a ninja, which means this is the first water backup that we can play off of Boomer Edge. And being totally honest, I think Boomer Edge is like a sneaky strong card to this day. I mean, color fix every ninja and reduce its cost by 1. So now this deck gets to play a water backup. Now you get access to Leo and Lunafreya. Maybe there's like a wind, water, lightning ninja deck of some kind. I don't know what the other ninja backups look like these days. I know there's the one in fire, but I'm not particular. I don't think fire would be the direction to go with this. But wind, water, lightning, I think could be like a playable deck that you would conceivably play. 'Cause I think there are. Um, what are the card names? Yeah, we do have the lightning ninjas. There's a couple wind ninjas. Obviously, all of our Yufis are very strong. Being able to play this on color in a deck that's also making crystals could be really cool. So I think there really could be something here. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and hope I'll see you all in the next one.